Hello, Dr. Elmer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Corona anymore, but I keep getting questions asked, and apparently I wasn't quite as clear as I thought I'd been. Let me get more clear. We had talked already about the difference between contagious or communicable and virulent, which means very poisonous, deadly, pathophysiological. And so I came up with an illustration that I think will make sense, because whenever I hear somebody say to me after explaining it, they say, yeah, but there are people who are dying from it. I always say, yeah, but they didn't die from the virus. They died because they were immunosuppressed and they died of something else. They died of pneumonia, or they died of something else in the fight. They didn't have the fight in them, in their immune system to handle it. Okay. So, but I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, playing on the desert every day, playing out in the flood zone and in the flash flood zone and that. And we did a lot of different things as kids. One of the things we'd do is we'd catch snakes. We had different ways to trap them and different ways to corner them and that. And one of the things you need to know, if you corner a snake, you're gonna get bit. That's just the way it is. And if you get bit by a snake, you need to figure out, it's a question of snakes. What kind of snake was it? Was it a garter snake or was it a rattlesnake? If it was a garter snake, it had a certain bite pattern, and if you knew it was a garter snake, you were okay, you were safe. It wasn't going to do any major harm to you. It might get infected, it might be a little problem, but it really wasn't that bad. If you got bit by a rattlesnake, had a completely different bite pattern, it looked different, the snake looked way different, and it had a distinctive sound to it, usually, not always. But the question of snakes with this virus is, what kind of snake is it? This is more like a garter snake. Yes, if you back into it, if you back up to it, if you corner it, it's going to get you. That's communicable. That is contagious. It is very contagious. So it makes sense to be wise, and especially be wise if you're in the dangerous category, if you're in the susceptible category, which doesn't just include the old age people. It doesn't just include those who are technically immunosuppressed because of other health conditions. It could be because you're on chemotherapy and you better not get anything. And you're not going to die of the chemo, you're going to die of something else. Right? Some other kind of infection, right? So what the media is doing, though, the media and our politicians are doing is they're pretending like this is a cobra when we talk about its virulence. It is not virulent. It's more like a garter snake. To those who are susceptible, absolutely. Never said otherwise. But frankly, especially when the dust settles on this thing, there's going to be a lot of people, and in this country they never answer for it, but there's going to be a lot of people who it's clear committed a lot of fraud here. There's a lot of fraud. But as a question of snakes, this is a garter snake, unless you're immunosuppressed for whatever reason. So if you're immunosuppressed, protect yourself. If you're not, don't worry about it. And in the future, we're going to answer a bunch of questions that were asked for the coronavirus, but also cranial nerve 10. Tomorrow I'm recording for a bunch of those answers. Great questions, guys. I love questions. We've been doing this for a long time, where the patients bring me questions and I do videos on it. We're going to take some of your questions that were recorded and give you some video answers to them. Thank you so much. I really appreciate them, and they were really thought out, well, thoughtful questions, and so I really love those, and based in science. So until tomorrow, till the next time. Hope you're doing well. Also, we sent out the videos for the exercises. Hope you're enjoying those. Do those every day. Those are cranial nerve 10. Ventral vagus branch. Yeah, that's the key. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching Advanced Neurospinal Solutions. We're here when you're ready to take your life back. Thank you.